What's up, everybody? How's it going? Got kind of a weird video today. Not weird, but just different. Got a PSA return. How do I open this? And a CGC return. I thought I'd share it. There's the PSA logo. It's always cool to see. Just a few cards, nothing crazy. But they are actually not Pokemon from PSA. They are these Dragon Ball Z cards that I've kind of been showing in my stories and in reels. And then I have this CGC return of only one card, which is Pokemon. So bear with me while I open this. I've never graded with CGC, so I'm very curious to see how they do it. This is very hard to open. PSA is very easy. I feel like their process and their system, the way they ship, all that. I just find it very simple. So it's gonna be hard to beat that, but the pricing with CGC is really competitive. So, all right, one card. Okay, cool. Let's put that here. So I'm gonna look at the PSA return first. So these are all Dragon Ball Z cards that I've kind of been, again, showing in my stories, and I think I made a reel about it, whatever you want to call it. And I don't think the grades are going to be that great because these cards are very hard to grade. Let's just get into it. So, okay, cool. A 6. I'm a little surprised. I thought this would have been a little bit higher. Let's look at that. You hear that? The card's like moving around. Oh, come on, PSA. Oh, that really bothers me. Can you hear that? Oh well. Well, the corners were not that bad when I sent it in. Wow, something happened there. That is upsetting. Okay. Well, that's suspicious. Well, anyway, I mean, I really wanted to get these graded just to preserve them. They're really old cards. I mean, they're from '97. They're the first time Dragon Ball Z was ever featured in a TCG. And they're very hard to find. And this was one of the other card games I would collect if, Pokemon or Magic was, if I was caught up or just wanting something different. They always had these cards in my town for whatever reason. I don't really see people talk about them ever on social media, which I find interesting. I don't think people really care about them. It's strange. Dragon Ball Z is such a weird card game to me, like all of them. There's been so many of them, and I think it's just kind of hard to keep up. And now with Dragon Ball Super, or however they're doing it now, I think that's kind of set the stage for how Dragon Ball Z should be. And those cards are incredible, but I just can't get into another card game. But with these, I got a good deal for all of them. I bought all of these from somebody for $100, which is like pretty good. And then I paid to get them graded. Oh wow, an 8. Okay, sweet. So we got I think this is my favorite one, Super Saiyan Trunks, an 8. That's pretty good, honestly. These cards are so hard to grade, but the thing about these cards are, they're hollow and they have texture, like a crazy amount of texture to them. I don't know, I find them very interesting. They're really glossy too. Like, I was like kind of cleaning them before I sent them into PSA because as soon as you touch it, like, your fingerprint is on it. So I was very careful to not touch it with my finger, my fingerprints, and had gloves on and all that, which I'd never do because Pokemon, you can handle them and not get them all messed up. Here's the Super Saiyan Goku. That's pretty cool. A PSA 7. Okay, that's cool. I mean, honestly, I'm fine with that. That's pretty good. I don't anticipate selling these. Maybe one of them just to kind of help pay for the grading for the return. But I feel like that's pretty good. The Goku's really cool. And even like within the card game, like these are so hard to pull in from the booster boxes or the booster packs. Okay, here we go. Shenlong 8. Man, I think, I hate to say this, but these cards were not this messed up when I sent them. Something happened in shipping. An 8's pretty good though, I'm happy with that. The Shenlong, this is a, I thought this would get the highest grade. There's not as much texture on there. It just seems like the hardest one to kind of damage, but again, these cards are from 97 and no one was keeping these. I mean, you think Pokemon was niche. This is like a niche within a niche. Wow, it's got an 8? How? I can like literally see a mark on, like, wow, okay. That's cool. The Goten's really cool. It's so weird that they included Goten into this card game when it came out in 97, because I remember as a kid in 97, God, I was 10 years old. I don't even think Goten was in the American Dragon Ball Z saga yet. I don't think they had translated it that far out. I remember getting this, my friend got this card and we were like, who is this? Like, we kind of knew from like, I don't even know how we knew, because the internet back then was not what it is today. It must have been the internet, but Japan, obviously in Japan, this was like, I think this came out, I don't know, early 90s, Goten at least as a character, but I just find it strange that they would include Goten into this card game, but I think it's really cool because I mean, he's a great character. And I think the last one is a Goten also, a 6, wow. Okay. Well, that's the Dragon Ball Z. Animayhem is like the production, I guess, company that put these out. They have I think 3 sets total. So this is the second Animayhem set. But they also have like other older animes like Ramna 1.5. What's the other one? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Kind of like those old school animes that used to be on Adult Swim in the 90s. I mean, this was like when anime was like, you know, no one cared about it. I don't know. It was such a different time, but they put you know, they kind of had I guess it was 3 sets, and I don't know if there were multiple animes per set, but set 2 obviously is Dragon Ball Z, but there are Animayhem cards out there that are not Dragon Ball Z. If you're looking to collect these, just be careful, because yeah, there's other animes represented within that card game. Oh, and they were produced by Upper Deck, which I think is very interesting, because Upper Deck obviously been around for a long time. They make high quality cards, and it really shows. I mean, these are very high quality for the time. I just can't get over that. And I really just graded them to preserve them, because in a binder, I feel like it would be safe, but this is just a better way. But now that they're kind of moving around in there, I don't know, maybe it was just that one. Anyway, just wanted to share. And then this is just a CGC card I got graded of, I'll just turn it around so we can see. Boom. So this is, oh, what? It doesn't have the, does it say, this is supposed to have the crimp error on it, because you can see it's crimped. Oh man, why didn't they do it? Oh man, that's so strange, because, I mean, that's why I sent this to CGC, because I know they, you know, they grade crimps and all that kind of, and this is the only crimped card I've ever pulled, so I just thought, hey, let's get it graded. But why would they not include the error? Like there's a part on the online form. Oh man, I'm gonna have to reach out to them. Oh well. But yeah, anyway, that's the return. I also had this from earlier, which I didn't share, but I thought it was kind of cool. This was another return I did last month, but I didn't think this would get a 9. I thought it was going to get like a 6. But yeah, a PSA 9 shadowless, I feel like, is very hard to get these days through PSA. I mean, the way they grade vintage now is very tough. And if I would have sent this in 2020, this probably would have been a 10. So I thought this was worth sharing. Just that, I don't know. I don't know. It's so funny because I just did not expect a 9. All right, everyone. That's the return. If you have any questions about these, let me know. I'd be happy to try to dig up some research or talk about them further. Other than that, take care.